Hey y'all, sunflowers are doing well. This one's already got a crown coming on it. I've got 3 this year, so we'll see what they do. Alright y'all, so turned on the drip irrigation the other day, and as you can see, it is watering all the way down to the end of the garden. You see the wet areas. So I'm glad I went ahead and set it up. Saves a little time. I still have other areas I have to water, but at least like when it's 97 degrees or higher, some areas are doing okay. I'm still fighting with these bugs. But anyway. Hey, good morning, y'all. So I'm gonna give y'all a quick tour. It is July the 5th, the day after Independence Day. And this is the bin that we did about a week ago. But a few days ago. This is a different brand of bok choy, and I think I found some turnip green seeds. So we're gonna try it again with the turnip greens and the bok choy here. This particular brand of bok choy says that it can go through July, be planted through July. Most of the other had bolted earlier, I guess around May, and we removed that for the sweet potatoes. Our tomato patch. These are the surprise tomatoes I told y'all about, and I thought they were individual Roma tomatoes, but turns out, I believe these are going to be the cherry tomatoes that came back that I did not plant this year. So again, I always say gardening, I find, is the gift that keeps on giving. So glad to get some fruit that I did not know was coming back that the family will definitely enjoy. Alright, we got a bin of collard greens. I'm fighting still with these bugs, y'all, but I did a little extra neem oil today. Hopefully that will offset some of the bug bites, but I figure it should still be enough for the humans, even if the bugs get them a few nibbles out of it. This bin here, I had planted some blueberry seeds earlier in the year, but honestly I wasn't sure if it took, but it looks like they did take, but I'm waiting to see. So we're going to give it some time and see if it does turn out to be blueberries. I've been wanting to have some fruit vegetables around here. And here we have the raspberry plant that I replanted. And y'all know I have it under the trellis here that we found and painted gold. But it looks like it's doing okay. It was looking like it was on its last leg. I didn't cut off all the dead leaves because I didn't want to put it in more shock than it was. But these are actually new leaves that we're looking at here. These are new leaves. Also, the bugs tend to want to eat on this too, but it's a fruit, but it's doing okay. Sweet potato patch is covered over now in leaves, which is wonderful. I'm just hoping that the production underground will be as fruitful. All right, here is our broccoli plant patch. We have several that are doing good here. Have 2 there, these 3. Of course, our tree still has those 2 little apples, and they are still doing their thing. So we like stopping by to look at the apple tree. This is our collard green patch. We started another patch here halfway through to match the collard greens that we have over there in those two boxes right here. So these are baby collards. We already got some bugs going, so I did a good spray of diatomaceous earth, neem oil, with a little Dawn in the concoction to help it stay on the leaves. So that again is what the white powder you're seeing slightly covering everything, trying to fight these insects. My bug bags are working, they're all full. I will tell y'all, once these things get full of bugs, they do smell, so you may want to buy extras to be able to switch out the bags for new bags. The pheromone still works, and I think I still got some regular bags. I just need to switch them out. Okay, here we have our black-eyed peas plants, and y'all see it's already starting to go up the trellis like we want. And this is going to cover over our cow panel the way it did last year. And we have a few coming in on the side here that will cover up this other side. That'll also give some shade going into end of July for these baby collard greens. All right, these are our original collard green boxes. They're still doing okay. Like I said, I'm still fighting insects. Our flower is doing better since we put it under the shade. We put the flowers in here to draw bees for pollinating, because we're letting these collard green stalks go to seed. So I'll be able to get some more collard green seeds for the fall. Actually, I still have plenty from last year. All right, more collard greens here. Again, y'all see I'm fighting with the bugs. We got Swiss chard over in that section there, and we got Swiss chard here, just kind of sporadically. The Swiss chard actually I did not grow this year, but it came back so beautifully. I was glad to see it come back. So we've been eating Swiss chard. It cooks up like a spinach. I've shown you all a few videos of that. Baby collards coming in, but I'm gonna have to get in here and de-weed. That's the biggest part of gardening, finding methods to de-weed. I mean, I guess I could go with the I don't know what it's called, but it's a weed barrier that goes over the entire space. You poke a hole and put a seed, or you put your plant in the hole, and the weed barrier around it keeps the weeds from around it. But for now, me and the hoe just come out here and get this little stupid weeds out of the way. Right here, I was fighting with some nut edge. You know, see, it did die with the ortho nut edge, but my okra plant sustained a bit of damage. So I tried to keep it on the ground and not get it on the leaves, but it still did a little damage. So just be careful when you're trying to fight these weeds when you're doing your plants. Here, y'all know we have the okra path, and the okra are doing very well. We got the front row and the second row. On the third row, we've got corn. And on the fourth row, the back row, we've got corn. And the corn is doing well. You all can see these ears of corn here. And the biggest one, which grew fastest, has 3 ears of corn on it. So we're waiting for those silks to turn brown. When they do, it'll be ready for us to rip that corn off of that stalk. But we're not in a hurry. All right, coming on around. Yeah, I know I told y'all I planted 3 squash plants, and I put them in upside down cages so that I saw another gardener do the upside down cage method, and it keeps the leaves from laying on the ground and kind of helps in not getting the boring squash bug. I can't think of what you call it. It's a moth that lands and puts the worm on your squash. So hopefully we can keep on top of this, but with it not being on the ground, it helps, because you're keeping things a little drier. And my zucchini patch last year, um, that's what happened with several of them. I got a few pieces of zucchini off, but in the end, that boring worm got in them, and it killed the root of the plant. So with these being standing up, not laying in that root, was laying all over. It just had spread out all over the ground. And this, I think, is a much better method. All right, we got bell peppers up here. And I transplanted these. These were in a box down at the end, in the same white box down at the end, but it was double the amount in this box. So we switched them out, and we put basically 6 in each box. And here's the other box we moved the other 6 to. And they are actually doing pretty good. All right, so that's the end of this morning's tour. So you all have a good one.